To the irritation of my family, I drive at a steady 80 kilometers an hour when I'm on the BR,
Mm.
which is the Brazilian version of the motorway in the UK.
Yeah.
80 kilometers an hour is 50 miles an hour, by the way, people.
Yeah.
For me, at my age, it's fast enough. And if I need to get there at the right time, I leave earlier so I'm never late. Of course, sometimes I get somebody peeping behind me,
Mm.
but not very often. As here in Brazil, I can easily blend in with other deemed to be bad drivers, and we are many.
Yeah.
So that so younger, obviously having the other younger drivers obviously having somewhere to go, they've given up on us all and
Yeah.
just swear the breath. I'm sure they just swear past by.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So apart from Germany, who on autobahns have a pedal to the metal speed limit,
Mm.
right? I was surprised to see that another European country is raising its speed limit on selected motorways from 110 kilometers an hour, which is about 70 miles an hour,
Yeah.
to 150 kilometers an hour, which is about 93
Okay.
miles per hour. This to try and cut travel times, they said. Right? Now, in principle, it makes sense. The faster you go, and
Yeah.
you don't crash, the sooner you get there.
Mm.
That
Yeah.
makes sense, of course. But the Czech Republic, which is the country in question, I think they might be having an HS2 moment, right? Uh, as for the equivalent of £2 million, they're going to allow this speed on the motorway only if it's a dry, clear day, and only along one stretch of motorway. There's a specific motorway,
Yeah. Yeah.
and this motorway it goes for 50 kilometers. Right? So traveling along at 150 kilometers an hour, perhaps you would save 10 minutes for your complete journey time.
Okay.
To me, it seems rather expensive to save 10 minutes. That's what I'm trying to get at, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And for drivers like me, they would be worried for if we got rear-ended.
Mm.
And of course, there was an innuendo intended there.
Yes. 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 Yeah.
There you are.
Okay. Right.
Sean, talk to me.
Okay. Um. Okay. Motorway driving, speed, etc., etc., etc. Yeah. There's two arguments to this. Okay. I seem to remember when I was living in the UK, they actually had a section of it wasn't a motorway, it was a road, an A road. Yeah. And they actually reduced it from 70 to 50 miles per hour and put all the fancy speed cameras up and everything. You know, the average speed cameras we had in the UK, or they put there for it. Yeah. Big Brother is watching you. Yeah. Smile for the camera. Um, yeah, it was and I can remember going up down. I'd never seen so many accidents, quite honestly, along this stretch of road. And it wasn't the main motorway, but yeah. I don't know what the thing is, whether it's people want used to it or want used to driving slower along this section of road, which, yeah, understandably, yeah, yeah, you could see a wide open road and then you saw the yellow camera boxes and yeah, it was there and maybe people got a bit confused. I don't know the latest statistics now. Um, yeah, and yeah, people like you were screwing up the system, as it were, but you had two lanes to overtake. Yeah, I'm being joking a bit here. Um, I mean, yes, there is always two sides to it. You drive at a speed that is for the air conditions, the weather conditions, and what you're comfortable with. Yeah,
Right.
and if you're not a confident driver, okay, people say why should you be on the road in the first place? But yeah, if you're comfortable driving for whatever reasons at 50 miles an hour, you should be able to do that. Yeah. If somebody wants to overtake you, not undertake, overtake, yeah, you drive the appropriate lane for the speed you're doing. Yeah.
Right.
And that's the way it should work. Now,
Which is exactly what I do. I'm quite a confident driver.
yeah,
I'm a very confident driver.
yeah.
But in my 21-year-old car,
Mm,
and I don't like to force the boundaries with the car.
yeah.
Um, for me, 80 kilometers an hour is quite comfortable.
Yeah.
Uh,
Uh,
and I think that if people hit me from behind, it's because they're not looking where they're going.
well,
It's not like I'm coming out of a side street in
yeah.
front of them.
Yeah.
That they can see me from a long distance,
Mm, yeah.
unless of course they're on their cell phones or watching the countryside as they're driving past.
Yeah. And that is the thing. Yeah. I mean, total awareness and everything else. I mean, yes, we do see the accidents here. We see them in the UK as well. Yeah. I mean, driving is actually a very difficult thing to do, for various different reasons. Now, I'm going to qualify this. Yeah. Um, and I actually find motorway driving very boring, personally. Yeah. Because it's hours and hours of a lot of time doing absolutely nothing. Yeah.
Well, you're the sort of person that would do a crossword while they're on the motorway.
Well, bring on the auto drivers. Yeah.
I can't see anything going wrong there.
But yeah, yeah, it is all about awareness. It's keeping yourself alert. I am someone that has to be stimulated. Yeah. And that's,
Well,
well,
careful what you're saying there,
yeah,
man.
so to speak. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. The joys of life of podcasting. Yeah. Yes. So to speak. Yes. Your mind does drift, and it's a known phenomena that you have to be wide awake. You could be watching. Um, and yes, I don't enjoy motorway driving. I prefer the thrills of city driving, the stopping and starting, where your mind has got to be going all the time. Yeah. And that is the trouble with motorway driving. Yeah. Long distances. Yeah. They should make it exciting every so often. Yeah. Um,
That's why they
but
have accidents.
yeah, that's it. Yeah. I mean, it's boredom that causes accidents on motorways normally, not speed.
Yeah. Well,
And yeah. Um, Now, okay, getting to where you want to a bit quicker is you're quite right. You're aware of where you're doing. You're going to leave that a little bit earlier. Yeah, you've got the ability to do that. It often amazes me in Brazil that yeah, people leave it to the last minute to leave, whatever reasons, then shoot around and then end up waiting at the other end for other people anyway. Yeah, yeah. And since when do people in Brazil actually worry about time and arriving for anything? Yeah. It infuriates my daughter who believes in punctuality. She'll always get there on time. Yeah. Um, and then get stressed when other people aren't arriving as they said they would. Yeah. She's Brazilian or half Brazilian, and she's like that. Yeah. Although I do know a lot of Brazilians turning like that now. Yeah. Um, but yeah, I mean, my attitude to you is, Steve, you keep driving the way you're comfortable. And I've been in a car with Steve on a couple of occasions. Yeah. And yeah, I must admit, I'm sitting in the back looking at the countryside as we're going past. Otherwise, I get bored. Yeah. But yeah, he's okay driving. Um, but yes, you carry on doing what you're doing, whatever you're comfortable, whatever you're happy doing. The motorways in Brazil are very different from those in the UK, admittedly. Yeah. Um, it is quite spectacular when you see a car hit the middle concrete barrier and flip over and do things. Um, yeah, I mean,
I don't think there's anything lost in translation of a car hitting a barrier. I
no,
think it's the same as laughing and crying. It's universal.
yeah. I mean, it often beats me. Yeah, in the UK, we look at making these barriers safer for anyone that hits them. Is that actually such a good psychological idea to do? Like, if you make cars safe, if you're in an accident, you may survive it. Maybe the focus should be on not making things so safe. Maybe, if you like, psychologically, if you know you're going to have an accident in your car, might not be walking away from it. Maybe that is the inducement for people to drive safely, more safer. Yeah.
Had it in the 60s.
well, yeah, they still had horrendous. Yeah, well, okay, the cars in themselves, you got in the thing. Yeah, you had lots of bits of metal and everything else that could have. Yeah.
It didn't stop them from crashing then either.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm only saying, but now we're reaching a point. I mean, yeah, you look at some accidents now, and even with cars 10 years ago, and the survival rate has gone up, even to the point in the UK, I believe that organ donors, all, those that carry organ donors, yeah, the amount of spare organs that are available for donorship decreased. Yeah. Um, I mean, yeah, modern cars are quite incredible. Like you said, you've got a 20-year-old car that isn't going to survive, or modern cars don't survive impacts. Yeah, they're they're write-offs. But you've got the airbag exploding, you've got everything else around you. You're going to survive something in a car that was built 5 years ago, as opposed to a car of your age. Yeah, um, and yeah, we got cars. Brakes are more efficient than they've ever been in the past. Yeah. Um, I mean, yes, there is a limit on that. If you're going to velocity, there's always going to be, yeah, your braking distance is all you've got always got to be aware of. Um, and
But the object of this podcast wasn't
yeah,
safety first cars. It
yeah,
was the fact that the country has wanted to spend £2 million
yeah.
to economise 10 minutes of a car journey. And that's if, of course, everybody does travel at 93 miles an hour.
Well,
If it's like me, they'd just get there in the same time as always at 50 miles an hour.
what? I mean, you're driving Miss Daisy. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So
And of course, anybody behind me are not going to fly over my head. They're going to be traveling at 50. Hopefully, they're going to be traveling at 50 miles an hour too.
well, um, yeah. I mean, this was the thing about automated cars. They'd be able to actually go closer together in theory and all move, and even to the point you could actually have them talk to each other. Yeah. I'm braking. What are you going to do? I'm going to brake as well. Yeah, I've worked on systems like this. Yeah. Um, so it is um, yeah, it's an interesting thought. Whether it's just an experiment the Czechs will be doing, we shall see.